Yellow. It's a Monday. It's May 5th. It's around 12. It's almost going to be 1 p.m. I have a sales call in about 20 minutes here. Likeliness to show not too much, so it's all right. Working on not caring. But yeah, I just feel overwhelmed. I feel like there's like everything to work on, you know, like mindset, my paradigm and acquisition especially. Because don't get me wrong, I'm building good systems and I'm understanding my customer. My offer is pretty strong, but there's things I'm doing wrong, man. There's things I'm doing pretty wrong in sales. They're tiny mistakes, but they're fucking, man. Like again, you never get lucky, you know. You can't expect that. It might actually rain because I didn't realize how many clouds there were above me, and it was actually pouring a shit ton earlier in the day. It looks like it's about to rain. Oh yeah, it's raining. You can hear it. You can hear it raining, bro. It's actually crazy. Ah, man, it's fucking raining. That's awesome. Come on, Pepper. Come on. Yeah, look at this, bro. That quickly. I just wanted some sun. I just wanted some sun, man. I guess you can go inside, Pepper, if you want. But I'm having an alright day. Quickly, I'll just say it. So, yesterday night, I changed my routine, actually. Because I realized there's zero chance. And it's unfortunate, man. It would be nice if this was possible, if I was on the West Coast. But there's no way I can cold call from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., right? I have to start cold calling at 8 a.m. Because 8 a.m. is where people will actually start, you know, kind of answering the phone. And it's not like a total dick move to just like call them, and it's just better. But still, you know, I want to wake up at 6:30, so it just makes no sense. Because the UK, my offer is not strong in the UK, because their problems are fundamentally different. At least that's what I've seen with 53 cold calls, which have actually got a shit ton of answers with that 53 cold calls. So that's what I figured out. There's just a bunch of other shit I don't want to deal with by just calling out the country. So therefore I changed my routine. Instead of waking up at 6:30, I'm actually gonna wake up at 7:20, around 7:20, and in turn I'm gonna go to sleep later. So instead of 10:30, I'm gonna go to sleep at 11:20, which is gonna be good. Same amount of work hours. I just can't wake up early, which sucks because I kind of liked waking up early. You know, it's kind of a blast. But at the same time, I was just really bad at. I was still really bad at going to sleep early. So I guess it works itself out, right? It works itself out. My face looks horrendous right now. TBH. But yeah, I had a decent day today. I woke up at 7:20, so I started doing that today. And I also cut my routine. So now my routine is weighing in, which actually I might change that because your body weight's more accurate after you piss and shit, and that happens like typically at noon. But I might just say fuck it, you know, just fuck it. So I weigh in, and then I take a 2-minute meditation. Like literally, I'll just breathe for 2 minutes and think about it. And then I'll do my self-T packet. And then I'll do like the business trackers and the hiring stimuli, which that's all like little shit that I just get in the morning done. And it also makes me feel like I've done something. So it kind of reduces that anxiety down. I'm like failing the day, you know, because that's the biggest way I get into a rut is when I wake up and the threshold of me feel like I'm failing. It just outweighs my resistance, right? Outweighs my ability to resist. You can say it like that. So yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll literally rip cold calls that same morning. No workout, no shower, no fucking teeth or anything. I'll just rip it. So this morning I actually ripped 100 cold calls, which is pretty good. It's actually really good. It's the most I've done in a day. It's the most I've done in a day in like a fat minute. I've been doing consistently 85 a day for a long time, so that's good. But yeah, today I did 100. I think I'm gonna do 100 from now on, because more volume will make me reduce my anxiety. It's actually crazy, bro. It's like the pressure the pressure in the situation is so real. It's just like I'm just doing everything I can. Like I'm actually like just like genuinely grinding. So it's a good feeling, even if I'm failing. You know, even if I do fail, which I'm not gonna fail. I'll never give up. So I can't fail if you never give up. But yeah, I did 100 cold calls today. So very good. And on normal days, I'm actually gonna one, my diet and like everything about my life will be more dialed in, so it'll be easier to start and work quicker. So I'll definitely be able to rip 100 cold calls in the morning until I get meetings all day, and then later in the day I'll be able to rip more cold calls. And the real bottleneck will happen is I'll be able to do that until I have upwards of 5-6 sales calls a day. And also the follow-up and all that shit takes a lot of time. There's a lot of stuff in between that takes a lot of time, but it's in the effort of the show rate. And I think that's better than trying to systemize and trying to save time and do more. Because I've been doing that in the past and it just doesn't fucking work, bro. It's really bad. So yeah, that's what happened. So I ripped 100 cold calls today. I had one no-show. I might have another one, hopefully not. I had a no-show today. And the biggest reason I felt like shit today to begin with is because, again, I got pretty unlucky. That prospect who gave me $75, he was totally down for it. Like, he himself was actually down for it. But his son wasn't. And so his son just said not interested. They didn't even bother trying to talk to me. And yeah, and that's not like completely their fault. That's actually, I made a mistake. That said, though, that mistake was small, and I just got like the worst case scenario. Sorry if my hair looks like this. Like, look at a fucking porcupine. No, yeah, it just sucks, man, because I genuinely, like, most of the time it's like, yeah, I'm doing a shit job and I'm just like coping. But like, I made genuinely, it's a very small mistake, and I just got the worst case scenario. And that mistake was, I got the commitment, and so that was a mistake I made like 1,000 times. Is that I wouldn't push for the deposit, right? I wouldn't push for any deposit, and that was bad. That's actually very bad, because you know, if they don't put money on the call, like they're bullshitting you, you know, like they're not. You might as well say goodbye to them, and you might as well forget about them. This time I actually got a commitment, and it was a decent sized commitment, $75, right? I got $75 and it went through, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me just fucking like schedule the call and make him feel good, and then I'll be out of here, and I'll definitely get a follow-up call. Didn't happen. His partner was not interested. So the mistake was, I should have done exactly what I did. Get the commitment, schedule the follow-up call. I genuinely, that was a very good sales call, but I just made a mistake. And that mistake was, I didn't tell him, I didn't like mention to him that, look, don't try to explain Mike what I do, right? If you want, you can like tell him like what's it about and like the benefits or whatever, and that you like put money down. But I need you to know, like, if you try to explain him what it is, he's gonna say not interested immediately. And I know that's not gonna be accurate, because we just had an hour-long call discussing exactly what you need, what you tried, and I've showed you what I've got, and you're super excited right now, right? So I don't want to sabotage that for you. So don't try to tell him. All we need to do is, and this is like the game plan, is that we're going to have this call on Monday with you and Mike. And I'm going to answer all Mike's questions, get rid of all his doubt, and we'll get going from there. Because we already established that this is a very good fit, and this is actually extremely good opportunity for both of us. And yeah, we need Mike to get all the context. So don't try to cut it short. I'm not looking for any decision. All I'm looking, Mike still needs to know what's going on, so you could tell him that briefly. But the goal is to get him on the call on Monday. That makes sense? Like, I tell him something like that, right? Where I really like pitch him that sort of idea, that game plan. And yeah. And all the in between, like the fucking word tracks and all that, like all the specific shit, I don't have, because like it would take so much time, you know. And I'm trying to run a business. I'm trying to put in volume. I'm trying to handle no-show rates. I'm trying to handle client results. Like, I can only do so much at a time, so I'm just prioritizing. So I'm aware that my sales system isn't fully systemized, and it's not like I have all the answers in the world, but I know, it's like, the thing is, I know what to do. I just gotta like make it happen in my brain, right, and through my mouth. And yeah. So yeah, unfortunate situation, but it is what it is, and I don't have enough time to record more of this journal, so I'm gonna go quickly. No, but yeah, today I ripped 100 cold calls. I did my follow-ups, I did my meetings, I got a no-show. Dan canceled the call, so that sucked. That's about it, though. That's just genuinely about it, to be honest. So yeah, it's just about putting more volume, and so a big thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna like revamp a lot of how I do things better, because I don't know, it's not like what I'm doing is bad. It's just things are changing all the time. I'm learning new shit, so I gotta do things differently. For example, like I just realized that waking up at 6:30 is a waste of time, because like if I wake up at 6:30 and I have 2 hours to eat shit, I'm just gonna build anxiety that I'm not working, and then when I get to 8:30, like I'm just not gonna work as hard. You know, it's not gonna happen as good as if I woke up at 7, day just started, I get going immediately, right? Like I need to get going immediately. And I realized that once I had these long ass morning routines, and especially back then when which back then means like a week or two ago, especially back when I would do this entire fucking, like, it was literally like a 2-hour morning routine, but it wasn't just morning routine. It was like getting shit out the way. So like working out, and then self-teach packet, and other tasks and stuff like that. And I would just do that before cold calling, but it just doesn't work, man, because like at the end of the day, cold calling is what you need to be doing. And if you're doing shit before and you're just waiting, like it's harder to do, because you're just kind of anticipating it, and it just builds stress and it makes you feel like a failure. So I'm just not gonna do that. It's better to just wake up, do exactly what you need to do, and then fucking get on cold calling like immediately, because then you feel more productive, and then like you can start building momentum as you're working, rather than trying to like crash it and then try to build it from there. It just fucked, right? So but yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. So what I mean specifically is revamping my schedule, revamping what I need to do in my schedule. So priorities, and that's it. Priorities and how I'm gonna do it, right? Figuring out my real priorities, or figuring out the new priorities, and then figuring out how the fuck I'm gonna make a lot of time for it and actually execute on it. That's the name of the game. And then there's all the in-between, right? That's the hard part. And there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Like, what am I going to do when I have 6 sales calls in a day and I don't have all the day to do whatever, you know? But yeah, that's it. I think that's all I need to be said. I'm just going to try to put in as much work as possible, and that's about it. So bye.